Every single cycle, the exact same thing is played out, and I don't think this time will be any different. So basically, what's happened is after gold makes a major peak, within about 2 months, Bitcoin finds its bottom and then has a massive explosion to the upside. So as we can see in 2021, if I zoom this in a little bit, gold made its peak in July of 2020. And about 7 weeks after that, Bitcoin found its bottom and then had a massive explosion. So it's kind of crazy. Bitcoin found its bottom after gold found its top. So they're basically inverted in a way. And then if we go back to the cycle before that in 2017, something very similar played out. We saw a peak for gold in June of 2016, and then over the next 6 weeks, Bitcoin did the same thing as it did in 2020. It actually went down for 6 weeks in a row. So gold topped, and then Bitcoin went down. After it went down for 6 weeks, it found its bottom, and then had another massive explosion to the upside. These are some crazy gains that were made in crypto. Then if we go back to the first cycle, if I can zoom this out a little bit so you can see it. Basically the same thing as we saw in 2017 and 2021 happened. As we can see above, gold made its peak in August of 2011. And over the next 6 weeks, Bitcoin, I can zoom that in a little bit, went down. Went down for 6 weeks, found its bottom, absolutely exploded to the upside. So as you can see, 3 cycles in a row, the same thing has happened. And what I wanted to do is show you where we're at in this cycle. It's kind of hard to pull it up because gold has went so parabolic. But basically, I believe that the peak for gold this cycle was in January of this year. And that was about, I think, 7 weeks ago. Yeah, 7 weeks ago. So within that 2-month time span that I was mentioning, as we can see, the same exact thing has happened for Bitcoin that it did in the previous cycles. Bitcoin has went down for the last 7 weeks. So it's not a surprise to me that after gold peaked, Bitcoin's been going down for about 2 months because the same thing has always happened in the past. And my expectation is that Bitcoin has found its bottom, or it will very soon. And after that, we're going to see a massive explosion to the upside. Probably something like this: 2021, 2017, and 2013. We're going to see a crazy explosion for Bitcoin and altcoins. And I don't know if I said it before, but my expectation is Bitcoin is going to go to above $200,000. And if Bitcoin goes to above $200,000, you better believe altcoins are going to go absolutely parabolic. And I believe this is going to happen within the next year to year and a half. So not financial advice, but I'm preparing for this alt season because I think it's going to happen very soon.